What's going on, everyone, and how you all doing? I'm back with another edition of Action Sunday. This week, I want to look at Executive Decision. And, of course, this is one of those movies I've seen on more than one occasion, and I wanted to talk about it now. Hold on, let me fix myself there. I want to talk about it now because, this movie is slowly growing on me because here's the thing. I'm a sucker for Kurt Russell, okay? I like Kurt Russell movies, and this one is no different. This is one of those 90s gems that really shows you like some of the star power and kind of makes Kurt Russell one of the best leading guys in the business, okay, at that time. And looking back at Executive Decision, it's a fine movie. It combines everything that you expect of a political thriller, an action film, and of course a little bit of Delta Force, because literally the same movie as Delta Force with Chuck Norris. There's some moments of that mixing with this, but crank it up on steroids, and you get this. And of course, the only difference is that there's no Chuck Norris. You get Steven Seagal, Mr. Personality, as I call him. But to me, that's like the small blemish amongst everything else that is good about this movie. Besides the all-star cast, which features the likes of Kurt Russell, Halle Berry, John Leguizamo, David Suchet, and a whole slew of others, it's a who's who of some of the best actors of the 90s, of that time period. It really goes to show, and they do a phenomenal job where they're playing the hero, where they're trying to play a bomb diffuser or place in power, or even a villain. And I'm going to say this right now, David Suchet's villain is really good, even though I kind of find it controversial, because you have a British actor playing an Arab. And to me, it kind of comes off in poor taste for me. If you want to get someone to play this kind of villain, I think they should have casted anyone else. But David Suchet just runs with it. And of course, to me, David Suchet's legendary role will always be, for me, Hercule Poirot, and that, of course, to me, this is far from Hercule Poirot being the funny sleuth, slow-witted, detective. But this villain is just perfect, in my opinion. But is he on the same level as Salim Abu Aziz from True Lies? That's probably up for debate. I still do retain that villain is the best because of how intense and how great Art Malik brought to that role. Here, David Suchet, I don't know. It's like night and day, or I don't know. If anyone, that's probably a future topic I could probably talk about maybe on cinema discussions. But that's not the point, okay? But what about the plot of the movie? Is it good? Yeah, sure enough, it's a similar thing to Delta Force. You got airliner that's hijacked by terrorists, and of course in exchange for their demands. And of course, you got people on the ground. You got people trying to get up in the air to try to take over the plane, which I think is what makes this different from Delta Force. And of course, you got Steven Seagal leading the way of these commandos, these Delta Force commandos, I believe. And of course, he just brings it down. I'm glad he's not in the movie this one, because that's the one problem that I think some people have with this movie is the false advertising. Now, if you guys didn't know about this, the title poster or any of that, including the title graphic that I'm using for this video, it features Steven Seagal. But here's the thing: Seagal's not in the movie for that long. And the reason why they kept Seagal on the poster is because when this movie was being released in Germany, apparently Seagal has a huge following in Germany, so they wanted to keep him on the cover, on the art cover, that kind of thing, instead of Kurt Russell. But their names are still credited, so. But of course, I can imagine fans in Germany being really, really upset when they find out that their favorite badass was just killed 20 minutes into the movie. How does he die? Watch. If you have never seen the movie for yourself, go watch for yourself. But it's a real unique situation. I don't think in real life this would never happen. But I might be wrong. But if any Delta Force people, any Black Ops or Marines out there that know anything any more than me, let me know. Does it work? Can pulling off an operation in this by climbing aboard a hijacked airliner be possible? Is it possible? Let me know. All right. But overall, it's a fine movie. It's literally edge of your seat excitement. And believe it or not, my fiance was like, oh my God, she was literally on the edge of her seat because she did not know what to expect. I was just telling her, don't worry, keep watching, you'll be okay. Everything will be fine. But she got a good kick out of it. It's a fine movie. To me, I feel like it's one of those hidden gems of the 90s that I think people can really enjoy time and time again. Maybe it may be similar to a similar movie, Passenger 57 with Wesley Snipes, but of course, it's your bread and butter. It's like you kind of go with, oh, if you're a Wesley Snipes guy, you can watch that. But if you like more of a Kurt Russell guy like me, you can watch this one. And with that in mind, I'm going to give Executive Decision a 7.5 out of 10. It's not perfect. There's some things that I questioned, the things I did not like, the casting of the villain, the Steven Seagal's bullshit and all that. And of course, there's another interesting thing is you might want to look into this, is that apparently Kurt Russell and John Leguizamo had a bit of tiff on the set. There's a scene where there's a line that was ad-libbed and Kurt Russell just lost it. Okay, but besides that, it's still a fine movie. You might enjoy it. It's in that same vein, like I said, Passenger 57 or even Air Force One. You'll all get a kick out of it. All right. So that does for this week. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for some more awesome and exciting videos.